Hi everyone, I'm Rachel and I'm a member of the All Nations Christian Centre family, and this is my thought for the week. So with Valentine's Day on the horizon, we could be looking at gifts or thinking of ways that we can spend time and express our love to someone that we really care about, someone that we're close with. And, it could be that we're looking at, flowers, chocolates, all of those kind of things. But as we know, flowers fade, chocolates get eaten, those cards that are carefully handwritten get put away in a drawer somewhere, or maybe the children get hold of them at a later date and use them as part of their arts and crafts projects. But what we also know is that God's love is constant, it is consistent, it doesn't fade, it doesn't wither, and it is for eternity. And when Jesus was asked what the greatest commandment was, in Matthew 22, 36 and 40, his answer was that it was love. And we read in that scripture, he says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And a second is like it, you shall love your neighbour as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets." So firstly, we see the great commandment is to love our God with everything. It's to love our God with all of our heart, all of our soul, all of our mind. It's to commit everything to him. We sometimes need to make room for God because there are distractions that get in the way, that almost block the experience that we get of God's love in our lives. And, we might need to move those distractions, that just so that we can be in his presence and just enjoy the love that he gives us freely. And it's something maybe we can ask God to reveal in our hearts as well, to help us reprioritise where he should be, which is first, our first love. Because once we've experienced his love towards us, once we've encountered that love, that our love to him, he becomes our first love, and that love overflows into the lives of those around us. And, Jesus then said in the second commandment that it's actually similar to the first. It's like the first, that we love our neighbours as ourselves. And this just isn't people that are our friends or people that we really get along with. It's people that we meet every day. We get a chance to minister God's love and his grace, compassion and kindness to those around us. And if we're stuck on how to minister to those around us, we can ask God to show us, to reveal to us what is needed in a particular situation. And then thirdly, in verse 40, Jesus says something quite remarkable. He says, "On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets." Every word breathed by God, the Bible, the law, the words foretold by the prophets in the Old Testament, everything hangs on us loving God with all of our heart, soul and mind, and us then loving people, our neighbours, as ourselves. And it starts with love. Jesus fulfilled these two commandments perfectly, when he was here on earth. And his love, that love continues for eternity. And Jesus is our example. He said, "Whoever has seen me has seen the Father," in John 14:9. And as we read through the Gospels, we can see the encounters that Jesus had with people. And we see he's the expression of God's love. And we see whilst he was here on earth that his compassion, his kindness and his love just made such a difference, such an impact to those that encountered him. And we look to Jesus as our example, and we can do exactly the same. Not just one day a year, but 365 days a year. We can minister and encourage and, show love and kindness each and every day to every person we meet, and just share the blessing that God has already given us. So I hope you have a blessed week. Take care and God bless.